Happy is he that has the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God. I found the scripture the other day when I was doing my daily reading, and it just kind of spoke to me, and I felt like I needed to share it with this radio audience, because there's a couple things that it deals with. First of all is our relationship with the God of Jacob, and I refer to it often as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which has to do with our relationship with the Jewish people and the history of the Jehovah God as he spoke to Abraham and his descendants. And so I very much embrace the reality that we come from the Jewish faith, but yet we believe that Messiah is Jesus Christ. That the Messiah that the Jewish people have been looking for is Jesus Christ. And we teach this, we preach this as Christians. The other thing that stood out to me is just the word happy, and we're going to talk about that in just a little while. And then the last word was just the word hope. And yes, we need hope in this world. There is indeed a crisis of hope, and we need to have a whole new understanding of what hope is and how to live it out in faith. But happy is he, the psalmist says, who has the God of Jacob. And the word happy, to me, it's just one of those words that just jumps out at you because it's bubbly. When I see the word happy, I think about Tigger. Now, for those of you who ever read Winnie the Pooh stories to your children, you know who Tigger is. That's that kind of an odd character that likes to jump all the time. He bounces. When I see the word happy, it makes me happy just to think about the word happy. And so finding a definition to it, this is the best definition that I've found. And in the dictionary it says, joyous and contented. And I think that would be the first word that would come to me when I'm thinking about being happy, is being contented. And I think about scripture that says, whatsoever state, this is what the words of the Apostle Paul to the church in Philippi. He says, whatsoever state I am in, I will therefore be content. And I think there's so much to be said for just having that understanding that I may not have all the money in the world, I may not have everything fancy in my life, but yet there's a basic contentment in my life, in my walk, in my relationship with God, my fellow man, just a basic contentment which just leads to that wonderful word called being happy. Being happy. But there's a lot of people in this world that are not. They're not happy at all. And it comes out in their rhetoric, it comes out in their actions, it comes out in how they treat one another. And also it has a lot to do with the stages of life and the things that we go through, the things that we deal with, and how we deal with them. All of these things affect our happiness and our joy, and yes, our contentment. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.